It's time to play Common Knowledge. And now the man with all the answers, Joey Fatone.
Welcome to the show that asks those practical everyday questions that everyone should know. Now, one team could walk away with $10,000. It's the Graduates and the Country DJs. Now, for every correct answer in round one, I will give you guys 10 points. And if all three of you have the correct answer in common, I will give you a 50-point bonus. All right? We're going to start with the Graduates. Let's take a look at the category board. We have good eats, sports, around the world, and bling.
We're going to go with bling.
All right, Amber, here's your guys' first question. To keep your skin from turning green, Reader's Digest recommends applying what to copper jewelry? Is it liquid glue, clear nail polish, or coconut oil? Answers are locked in. Let's see those answers. All right, we have all those answers in common, which is clear nail polish. Now, if you get this correct, you guys will get the 50-point bonus. Leo, why did you pick clear nail polish?
Once my friend noticed that my cheap necklaces were turning my skin green, and she told me to put clear nail polish on it. So I just assumed she was right.
All right, if you guys get this correct, of course, it'll be the 50-point bonus. Good way to start the game. Is it clear nail polish? It is. When you sweat, a chemical reaction occurs with the copper, causing a green film on the jewelry. Nail polish creates a barrier between your skin and the jewelry. Nice. Or be cool and just try to wear real stuff. Hey. Like back in the day when I was with NSYNC, oh man, it was some... I had a Superman symbol. I had earrings that were rubies.
Oh my God, I love it.
Man, do I not do that no more. Good. Great job, ladies. Graduates, you got 80 points on the board. Great job to start it off. Moving over to the Country DJs. Let's take a look at the category board. We got good eats, sports, and around the world.
Let's do sports.
Sports. Here's your question. Which of these balls is normally hollow on the inside? Baseball, golf ball, or tennis ball? Answers are locked in. Let's see those answers. All right, we have tennis ball, and it's all across the board, of course. David, why did you pick tennis ball?
It makes that hollow sound when you hit it.
All right. Well, let's find out if you guys are correct. That will tie it up with the Graduates. Is it tennis ball? It is. The only thing you'll find inside a tennis ball is pressurized gas, which helps it bounce. Like me. Moving right along. Great job, guys. Country DJs tied it up. Moving over to the Graduates. Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourselves?
Hi, I'm Amber. These are my best friends, Leo and Nellie. We all met in grad school, and now we're roommates.
Nice.
Yeah, we all live together, and we're super famous for our themed parties.
Themed parties,
Yeah.
all right.
One of the theme parties we had was a casino-themed birthday party for our pets.
Well, pleasure to meet you guys. Good luck to you. We have two categories. It's good eats and around the world. What would you like?
Good eats.
All right, Amber, here's your guys' question. In a vegan diet, nutritional yeast is a common substitute for what flavor? Cheese, ice cream, or fish? All right, answers are locked in. Let's see those answers. All right, we have cheese. All three of you have the same answer. If you get this correct, you get the 50-point bonus and be in the lead. Amber, why'd you pick cheese?
I have a lot of vegan friends, and they've made pizza for me before, and I think that's what they use to substitute for cheese.
Okay. For the Graduates, is it cheese? It is! The cheesy flavor of nutritional yeast makes it a great addition to dairy-free mac and cheese. Great job, Graduates. 160 points in the lead right there. Moving on to the Country DJs. Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, we're a bunch of country DJs going against Graduates. Thanks a lot for that. I'm David. I do get to work with these very talented, beautiful people. Dana right here, she's on every dating site out there, so gentlemen, pay attention. And then we have Anthony. Ladies, you weren't interested to begin with, but he is married. So. Married. Love these two people.
Yeah, David used to work at the competing radio station, so I was part of the team to steal him to join our family.
Yeah, we have one of the coolest jobs ever. We get to go to concerts together and meet a whole bunch of cool artists, and it's a real blast to get to work with these two.
Nice. Great to have you guys. Are you guys ready? Here is your last category, which is around the world. And here is your question. A Nobel laureate is defined as which of these? Nobel Prize winner, Nobel Prize judge, or Nobel Prize runner-up? Answers are locked in. Let's see those answers. All right. One of these are correct. Nobel Prize winner, Nobel Prize judge, and Nobel Prize runner-up. Dana, why?
Laureate sounds like, oh, sorry you didn't win, but here's this consolation prize.
One of these answers will be 100% correct. I can give you that. Okay. I can give you that. Let's find out which one it is. Is it Nobel Prize winner, Nobel Prize judge, or Nobel Prize runner-up? It is Nobel Prize winner. Great job, David.
Come on. Come on. Community college paying off.
The word laureate refers to a laurel wreath, which were awarded as a sign of honor in ancient Greece. 90 points right there. Country DJs, great job. Very, very nice. That is it for round one. And in the lead, we have the graduates with 160 points. The country DJs with 90. When we come back, one of these teams will play for $10,000. More common knowledge, we return. Welcome back to Common Knowledge. If you're just tuning in the lead, we got the graduates for 160 points. Country DJs for 90. This is round two. Now, for every correct answer in this round, I'll give you guys 20 points. And if all three of you have the correct answer in common, I will give you a 100-point bonus this time, all right?
Yeah.
Country DJs, we're going to start with you. Let's take a look at the category board. We have goods and services, hack this, farmer's market, and beauty tips. David, what would you like?
Beauty tips.
Beauty tips, and he pointed to Anthony. Here's your question. When testing lipstick, beauty expert Carrie Cole recommends applying the sample where? Is it back of your hand, inside of your fingertip, or inside of your wrist? All right, answers are locked in. Let's see those answers. All right, so all three of you have chose inside of your wrist. Now, to get this correct, you get the 100-point bonus, and you guys will be in the lead. Dana,
Yes.
being the female in the group, I'm not going to ask you. Anthony, there's a reason. You may know it. Anthony, the pretty one.
I was gonna.
Why inside of your wrist?
Thank you for calling me the pretty one and not David.
He pointed.
As a kid, I can remember being at the mall and my mom looking at lipstick and just drawing on her wrist. And I was like, Mom, can I try? She said no. So I didn't understand what was going on, but I do remember her doing that.
Nice. All right, if you guys get this correct, you'll be in the lead. Let's find out. Is it inside of your wrist? It is not.
Oh.
It's the inside of your fingertip. To test the lipstick sample, apply it to the inside of your fingertip because it most resembles your natural lip color. All right, no points awarded, but that's all right. Let's move back over onto the graduates. Still in the lead. Let's take a look at the category board. We have goods and services, hack this, and farmer's market. What would you like, Amber?
We're going to go with farmer's market.
Farmer's market. Here's your question. Cuties is a brand name of what type of orange? Is it Navel, Seville, or Mandarin? Answers are locked in. Let's see those answers. All right, we have Mandarin. All three of you get this correct. Of course, you get the bonus points and still be in the lead. For the graduates, is it Mandarin? It is. Cuties are harvested from two varieties of Mandarin oranges, Clementines and W. Murcott's. Great job, graduates. 320 points on the board, still in the lead. Moving over to the country DJs. Let's take a look. We got goods and services and hack this. What would you like?
Goods and services.
All right, David, here is your guys' question. In what decade was the first backpack with a zipper manufactured? Was it 1890s, 1930s, or 1960s? Answers are locked in. Let's see those answers. All right, we have 1930s and 1960s. Dana, why did you pick the 1930s?
I thought 1800s was too early. I think by the 60s would be too late. So I just think it was just right. 30s.
All right, and Anthony, you went a little different there. You said 1960s. What?
Yeah, I feel like the zipper was more of a 60s thing, maybe more in the 30s. They had those book bags that had like the belt over them, and they would just. So I think the zippers were definitely in the 60s. The year David was born.
Right. So they were like in the 60s, like, we're about to go to the moon. Let's make some zippers.
Bingo,
Yeah.
that was their
Is that
idea.
kind of
yeah.
what it was? All right, let's find out which one is correct, and hopefully it's one of these. Is it 1930s or 1960s? It is 1930s.
All right.
Jerry Outdoors made the first backpacks with a zipper in 1938, which were typically not used by students, but by hikers and campers. Great job. I'm happy you guys got 130 points on the board. Very, very nice. Moving over to the graduates. One more category left, which is hack this. Here is your question. To identify a silent toilet leak, Lowe's suggests adding what to your toilet tank? Is it shaving cream, essential oils, or food coloring? Answers are locked in. Let's see those answers. All right, we have shaving cream and food coloring. Nellie, you picked shaving cream. Why?
I picked the item that would be in your bathroom anyway, so I figured shaving cream would be the right answer.
Gotcha. Yeah, just find anything in the bathroom and just throw it in the toilet. Let's find out. Hey, you might be correct. Let's find out. Is it shaving cream or food coloring? It's food coloring.
All right.
A silent toilet leak can cause you to lose up to 300 gallons of water each day and could potentially raise your utility bill $500 each year. So if you think you have a leak, food coloring, good idea. Great job, graduates, 360 points. That is it for round 2, and in the lead, we have the graduates with 360 points. The country DJs with 130. It's still anybody's game. More common knowledge when we return. Welcome back to Common Knowledge. This is the right-in round, and at the end of this round, one team will go on to play for $10,000. That's right, in the lead, we got the graduates with 360 points. Trailing behind is the country DJs with 130. The questions are now worth 200 points. Now, teams will talk it out and give me a single answer. To get it right, you guys get the points. But if you get it incorrect, the other team can claim those points, okay? Country DJs, we're gonna start with you. Let's take a look at the category board. We have religion, animal kingdom, U.S. institutions, and literature. What would you like?
Animal Kingdom.
Animal kingdom, here's your question. What is the name for a baby deer? Answers are locked in. Country DJs, Dana, what's your answer?
We went with dough.
If you get this correct, you get some dough.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. We hope it leads to dough.
Let's find out. Is it dough? It is not. Graduates, you have a chance to claim these points and still be in the lead. All right, Leo, what was the graduate's answer?
We went with fawn.
Well, doe, a deer, is a female deer. But I remember possibly from watching Bambi. You get those points on the board and you'll still be in the lead. Let's find out. Is it fawn? It is! As cute as fawns are, if you find one, leave it alone. They are most likely to survive if cared for by their mother. Great job, graduates. 560 points on the board right there. We're staying right here. You guys are up. Let's take a look at the categories. We got religion, U.S. institutions, and literature.
We are going to go with literature.
All right, Amber, here's your guys' question. In what present-day country did the action in Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet take place? Answers are locked in. Graduates?
We went with Italy.
Italy. Why Italy?
There was a movie about love notes in a wall like 5 years ago.
I was just going to say because it takes place in Verona, and I think that's in Italy.
That's what I remember about it.
All right, if you guys get this correct, you will have a huge lead in this. Let's find out. Is it Italy? It is! The setting for Romeo and Juliet is the Italian town of Verona. Great job, graduates. 760 points on the board. We are down to our final 2 questions, people. Now that means all these answers, if you guys get it correct, are worth 400 points this time, all right? All right, now country DJs, in order for you to stay in the game, you need to get this correct. We got 2 categories left, religion and U.S. institutions.
U.S. institutions.
All right, here is your question. Fighter pilots, like the ones portrayed in Top Gun, belong to which branch of the U.S. military? Answers are locked in. Country DJs. Dana, what's your answer?
We went with Navy.
All right, Dana, why Navy?
Top Gun is one of my favorite movies, especially the volleyball scene. And I recall when they got in trouble, they specifically said Navy. So we went with that.
All right. Who were you a fan of? Was it Goose or?
I mean, all of them. Did you see that beach scene?
Yes.
Hello?
Did I see that beach scene? With all the oil? So for 400 points and to get back in the game, is it Navy? It is. Great job. The Top Gun program is more formally known as the Naval Strike and Air Warfare Center. Great job, guys. Putting you back in action right there with 530 points on the board. Moving over to the graduates. One more category left, which is religion. Here is your question. What is the first word of the first verse in the King James Bible? Answers are locked in. Graduates, Leo.
We went with in.
In.
Yeah.
Why did you guys go with in?
I'm pretty sure the first words are in the beginning. I should know because my parents sent me to Catholic school.
Here's something funny. I went to Catholic school too. I don't remember. If you guys get this correct, you will win the game and move on to the bonus round. However, if it's incorrect, the country DJs can actually claim those points. And if they claim those points, they will win the game and move on to the bonus round. For the win, and to move on to the bonus round, for the graduates, is it in? It is! The first line in the King James Bible is, "In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth." Great job, graduates. With 1,160 points, you guys are moving on to the bonus round. Thank you so much, Country DJ, for playing. Really, really appreciate it. When we come back, the graduates will be competing in our bonus round for a chance at $10,000. Stay tuned. More coming on as we return. Welcome back to Common Knowledge. The graduates have already won $1,000. And this is the bonus round, where they can now play for a chance at $10,000. I'm going to be asking your team a series of common knowledge questions. If your team can get 7 out of 10 questions correct, you're going to win the $10,000. You're going to play one person at a time, and you will keep answering until one of you get it wrong. When that happens, the next person will step up. But there's one more thing. I'll give your team one pass that you can use at any time if you want to skip to the next question. But be very careful because the next question could be more difficult. Okay? Are you ready to play?
Yes.
All right, Amber, here is your first question. Which of these words is typically printed backwards on the front of the vehicle? Is it taxi, ambulance, or school bus?
School bus?
She says school bus. I'm so sorry, it was ambulance. Ambulance. That's all right. Great job. Amber, come right down there. Nelly, come on up. How you feeling?
Good.
Well, remember, you have that pass if you need it, okay?
Okay.
When in doubt, drop that pass, right nuts lock. Here is your first question. Sally Ride was the first American woman to do which of the following? Travel to space, win an Oscar, or fly a plane?
I'm gonna go with travel to space.
Travel to space. Is that kind of just a guess, or you thought through the process there?
I'm thinking ride, Sally ride, and sounds like traveling to space. Yeah.
Well, whatever gets you there, you got it correct. Great job. Travel to space. Very nice. 1 down, 6 more to go. Let's win that $10,000. Here is your next question. Of the USDA's weight classes for eggs, which is the lightest? Peewee, mini, or small?
Peewee sounds too silly to be the right answer to me. I'm gonna go with small.
All right. Nelly says small. I'm so sorry. The correct answer was Peewee. You were thinking about it. You were like, it was too silly. I was like, there it is. It's all right. Great job, Nelly. Very nice. Leo, come on up. We got a little bit of work to do here, Leah. How are we feeling so far?
Nervous.
Nervous, but you
Yeah,
still got
yeah.
that pass, though. Want to see you win that $10,000? You got 6 questions to get correct.
Okay.
Here is your first question. In which of these locations would you be most likely to find a dust jacket? Beehive, shoe store, or library?
Library.
Library. You are correct. Great job.
Yes!
Great job. You got 2 correct right now. Here is your next question. For a shower head to meet the EPA's water sense rules, it has to have a maximum flow rate of how many gallons per minute? Is it 2, 4, or 6?
6 seems too high. Like if you're using that many gallons of water, that's wasteful. 2 seems too low because this is America and we're not great at conserving things. So I'm gonna go with 4.
All right, she says 4. 4 is incorrect. I'm so sorry. It was 2. It was actually 2.
no.
That's all right, though. You're not going home empty hand. You guys get $1,000. All right, well, that's it for Common Knowledge. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.